a perfect example of what a man was in my life by my father. My parents have been together for 36, 37 years now, and it's a beautiful thing. I grew up in a 3-parent household, my mom, my father, and my grandmother. And I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch.
Okay, what's the difference?
A woman.
Okay.
A bad bitch is a person who's just, you know, girl, I'm a bad bitch, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I look the part, but I don't act the part.
Okay.
You know, and it's a lot of women who are bad bitches, and I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off the aesthetic of what they deem is a boss chick. Now, a woman for me is handling your own, but knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that aesthetic of like, I'm a boss bitch, like I'm a this, I'm a that, no, baby, like, but you can't cook.
Okay.
You don't know when to be quiet. You don't know how to allow a man to lead.
What's going on, people? I'm your host, Double R, and you're now tuned in to Retro Rob Television. Salute to my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. And salute to my original subscribers for always holding your boy down. I truly do appreciate that. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell icon if you haven't. Also, check out the videos that I did from yesterday. If you like what you hear, hit that like button. Hit that bell icon if you haven't. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Yeah, the audio that you guys heard at the beginning of this video was an interview, I want to say about a month ago, that Cam Newton did on $1 Million Worth of Game with Gillian Wallow. And Cam Newton had a lot of women out here furious, mad. A lot of y'all probably seen it surfacing through social media and stuff like that. But one of the women in particular was ex-girlfriend of star tight end of the Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce. And I want to salute to Travis Kelce, because I was just talking about this in one of the videos that I did yesterday about not just the hatred that women had in Kevin Samuels, but also the hatred and jealousy that the men had as well in Kevin Samuels. You're entitled to your opinion, but the problem that I have is when you give these women an excuse and you exalt them from taking responsibility and accountability for the part that they play in things going wrong. Meanwhile, condemning yourself for no apparent reason. You feel me? So salute to Travis Kelce for stepping up. One of those girls that was furious was Travis Kelce's girlfriend. Now, it's a couple things that's wrong. It's a few things, but we're going to focus on a couple things. There's a couple things that's wrong with this picture. One, why are you commenting and you're currently in a relationship with somebody and you're commenting on a guy that's single, talking about relationships? And this is why a lot of women are falling by the wayside, when trying to pursue a family, when trying to settle down, when trying to, pursue a ring, and be claimed by a man. And this is why people like Kevin Samuels and a lot of these other red pill guys talk about, a lot of women being lonely when it's all said and done, because a lot of women F up the bag, man. But it's highly disrespectful when a man who isn't out here doing all kind of crazy stuff, you're not hearing his name out here like Drake, like Future, but the problem is those women are attracted to people like Cam Newton. Those women are attracted to people like Drake and people like Future. You feel me? But they just try to put this mask on and make it seem like, they're wholesome women, they're wholesome girls, and they really want to settle down and have a family. That's why a lot of women, when they talk about goals and what they want to be, they always reference Russell Wilson and Sierra, not knowing the entirety of what goes on in Russell Wilson and Sierra's home. They just want that. Just like a lot of people want a lot of things, but they don't want to put in the work. And we've heard that time and time again about these women, especially today, in today's time, not wanting to put in the work, but wanting the title. Only in the black community does that type of shit slide. That's not going to slide, and it's not going to cut it in that Caucasian man's world. It's not going to cut it in that Chinese man's world. It's not going to cut it in that Arab man's world. It's not going to cut it in that Hispanic man's world, in that Puerto Rican man's world. It's not going to cut it in that Jamaican man's world, in that African man's world. It's not going to cut it. And this is why I was talking about, and I was saying what I was saying about our men putting that foot down and having some nuts. It's a reason why a lot of you men are suffering out here. And it was people like Kevin Samuels that made people like Cam Newton and a lot of these other dudes that's now coming out that was afraid at first because of what we witnessed with Travis Kelce's girlfriend to talk about stuff like this, but was feeling this way. And for you to be in a relationship or was in a relationship with somebody and you're worrying about and concerned about, and not only just that, that was an indication and confirmation probably to Travis Kelce of what he actually was dealing with probably, or was going to deal with. Because why are men so obsessed with women cooking and cleaning? Kevin Samuels and a lot of these dudes that do red pill content have told you women time and time again what the deal was when dating these high value guys. And you just got shown an example by Travis Kelce of what happens when you don't abide by a high values guy's rules. And that's not just the only example we're going to see, and that's not the only example that we're probably seeing now. But I got a lot of things I got to do today. I just wanted to do this video for y'all, man, and to let you women know, get it together, man. Let this be an example, man. Let other people's failures, and unfortunate circumstances of their own doing to be a lesson to you. Same goes for you men. You feel me? If you want to continue to get used and abused by these women and crying and complaining about what they doing and what they ain't doing, because what's going to happen is you guys are going to try to take up for these women and play Captain Saver. And then when she do you how we said she was going to do you, and how low key you knew she was going to do you, who you think you're going to run to? Get it together. Get it together, man. You feel me? And salute to Cam Newton, man, for keeping it real. Salute to Travis Kelce for holding it down, man. And a lot of you brothers out there can take notes from this white boy. You feel me? Because I find it strange. Well, I don't find it strange, because I just gave y'all an example. And I told y'all, that other races of men ain't going for it. It's only in our community that we accept that. It's only in our community when we allow our women to go mess with other races of men, get dogged out, get smutted out, and then come back to us and get their asses to kiss. It's only in our community where our women can go to work and say, yes, boss, I'll file those documents for you, boss. I'll do whatever you want me to do, boss. I'll mop the floor, I'll clean the bathroom, boss, and then come back home and treat you like you ain't shit. Only in our community. But it's your boy, Double R, man. I'll holla.